Hi everyone, it's Daniela and I'm so glad you're here. I have a really super pretty, super chunky, super delicious, awesome book to share with you today. I am so obsessed with this book. I wanted to keep it. I hope that you love it as much as I do. Of course, this book will be in my Etsy shop and I'll put a link in the description box. Um, but it's just too good to I have to. So exciting. It is so awesome. I had to write it all down. This book is 8 3/4 by 5 3/4, and it has a 3 and almost 1/4 inch spine. Here's the back, and it ties together here, keep it closed, and I use yummy die cuts. I went too far. It has 140 pages, 280 back and front, 51 pockets, 10 tuck spots, 5 belly bands, 10 doilies. There's a pocket in the front. There's a flip out thing in the back. The edges are distressed. I have vintage lace on here. Um, and there are the tags, die cuts, envelopes, ephemeral, the inserts. There are 61 of those. So this beautiful, big, beautiful book is just filled with so much awesome. I almost can't stand it. So, of course, you can probably tell I use here it is, a portrait of a lady. I grab it, 45. Paper, and I still have one of every sheet in the 12 by 12. I also had the cardstock that goes with it, and the 8 by 8 little pad, ephemera cards, and chipboard. So everything got used pretty good, but I still have quite a bit left, so I could make another book just like this one, or a little different, whatever, but it was too good to not use, you know, as much of it as I could. So, yes, and I put some of the journaling ephemera cards on the front, but like collage them with a doily and leaves and flowers and pearls and bling and a bow, and there's some music paper under here. So I did like a little collage and put this gold. I don't know if you can tell, it's glitter, but it doesn't come off. It's a gold glitter frame. And that girl in there is just so pretty, so delicate. Um, and it is insane. It is so big, which makes it amazing if you ask me. So I used a seam binding closure with, of course, 2 brads, eyelets, not brads. Sorry. And the book is sewn together with a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, so it is meant to lay flat when it's broken in. I am not breaking it in. Whoever gets this awesome book will have the pleasure of filling it and maneuvering it and all those kind of things, because I just wanted it to stay as perfect as possible. So the cover is this pretty flower paper, and of course it wouldn't be me if there wasn't a library pocket. I use those yummy dazzles again. This is some pretty lace, and I used gold bling on a roll. This bling on a roll comes in like a strand of 4, and I just cut a line each off and put it all over the place in here. I'm using some dies that I left over there. Ugh. Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Isn't it awesome when it's all opened up? I just love this. Um, this is what I did. if you look at it, I'm trying to move it in a way that you can see it. You take like a section here. If you see it this way, oh, that's a good view, right? You see that there's a lattice design on the corner, which I'll individually show you. And then I cut the paper here so that when I use the second die here, which is a lattice pattern, it would all match together. I hope you understand what I'm saying. See what I mean? So it gives that really cool look. Oh, this is a better view of the corner. It's really a really pretty die. I got this one from Crafter's Companion. It's called Lattice Corner. It's another picture. I love Crafter's Companion. They are one of my new obsessions. Thank you. And then, of course, the Spellbinders dies that I use all the time. I use this one, the lattice one, and I thought that this look to cut this part and all that, I just thought that was a cool idea. So that's what I did. So there are 5 signatures, and we'll go through some and I'll show you what's going on. They're all pretty much the same with subtle differences, maybe a different tag or whatever, but they all start off with one of these portrait of a lady pictures, and the first page is die cut on the corners. In here is the first pockets with a little dazzle on it. It's a book paper pocket, and I did use like a roller stamp. I thought it was really fun, so I roller stamped some of the edges, and then there's a lot of room for writing, tons of room for writing, and a lot of pockets for memory keeping. A piece of tracing paper. The papers are coffee dyed, if I'm not mistaken. And here I used a paper punch on the bottom, and then the part that came off the top when I punched, I used down here to make a pretty design, because I like to use all of my scraps if I can. And I put a pretty tag in from Paris for something pretty, and another piece of cardstock and a dazzle. And in here is a pocket, pretty bow and more lace and dazzles, and this pretty ephemera card from my stash, a gold doily, my favorite graph paper, and more rolled stamping, and more regular paper, rolled stamping, a to-do list, cardstock, tag, dazzle. I have a bunch of old sheet music that I love, but it's really old, so what I did is scanned it into my computer and reprinted it. But I think it's so cool, like look, there are notes in it and all sorts of stuff, and some of them have the year on them, depending upon which one it was. Like this one has a lot of pencil writing on it. I love that. Added this, I tried to put pretty junk in it, if that makes sense. And that's silly. I don't know. It's just so pretty. So, guess check and something from a planner that I don't have. Um, Here's a tuck spot, and in here, I just tripled up a cutoff so you can write something fun on the inside. Some of them have the envelopes and pockets that went with the collection. And here is that lattice die cut. And then, oh, in here, this is super fun. I used one of the journaling cards, and I backed, I used off-white cardstock and made a card, and then I put the large card on top, and I added these flowers in the bow and this little flower. I don't want to get you in any closer, because if I do, I'm certain I will go out of frame. So I hope you can see everything okay. And then this opens, and you can write all sorts of yummy goodness in there. Tons of journaling space. you retie it up. And then here's another doily with a dazzle and an invoice. And in three of the signatures, there's this fun double pocket with one piece of paper, and then punched there, and I added two tags. These are from my stash. They're like curtains behind a scene. You see what I mean? Isn't that pretty? So I added these pretty tags. I did not tie the ribbon on top. I stapled it to decrease any bulk. So that's what I did there. Flower. Turn it back again. Come back. You go over here. I added book paper and more tissue paper, but it's printed. Plain paper. Oh, and then in the middle, I used a Crafter's Companion Edgeables die. It's hard to tell what it is from here. In my hand, you can see it's butterflies, and you put it on the edge, like I did over here. And now you can see in the middle all these butterflies, and if you want, you could pop them up, but I think it might get in the way. But I just like that there's just these pretty butterflies in the middle. And I used a wax bag then, so this way the butterflies, if there's more over here, wouldn't get stuck on anything. On one side of this bag, I put a smaller journaling or ephemera card, and on the other side, I just used a scrap piece of paper and a ribbon. Trying to see enough of my head in. There you go. Spin you back around. More spaces for writing and roller stamps and paper and the same stuff because the butterflies are the center. And then here I put a belly band and I punched this with a Martha Stewart punch, and then I punched it on both sides of the center and added a piece of the chipboard and some Dazzles trim, and I put one of the big ephemera cards, like a postcard, but on this side it's a picture of this lady. I just love, love, love this. That's in here, belly band, and open it up, and on the back of the belly band is the next tuck, where I just put a leftover like tag from the collection. It says Elegance, and this is an I don't know, like an ATC card, I think it is. Seven Gypsies had a long time ago this ATC thing you put on like a spinner. That's what those cards are from. And again, just we're on the back side of stuff now. More music paper, paper. Here is a pocket and bling on a roll, punching, and something from my ephemera postcard, graph paper, the other side of the double pocket because the other part on the other side, and again from my own stash of ephemera and a little bow and stuff. More stamping. Come back, book. More paper, tracing paper, regular paper, and here, this is fun. Okay, so here I have a pocket, bling on a roll. I have a tag from the collection, and these are from my stash. They're place cards for a table setting, and here at the top I did not put anything in, but it's really big, so you could put a lot of stuff in there. It's an envelope, and then when you flip it up, flip it up and then flip it out, You have another picture here, and lace and bling. I did not put the bling on every one of these because I realized it was getting too bulky. So that is that, and that is the first signature. So I will just do a quick flip through now. Yes, and the back of this page here is the other half of the front, and the edges are done with that die. This is the next signature with the die cutting, and it's just all the same stuff, papers and pockets and stamping and music and tuck spots and tags and pockets. Fun. Here we have another one of these that you untie and it opens out. What else do I have? I'm just trying to flip through. You can see the butterflies here too in the middle. Trying to make sure you can see them. Aren't they just so cute? I just love trying to, there you go. Super fun. This book was so fun to make. I had such an awesome time making it. Belly band stamping, die cutting. Oh, it's a fun pockets and just awesome stuff. I just start talking my head off. Another one of these with the big top pocket here because it's a big envelope, and it also flips out, of course, and I kind of left it a little long so it would tuck so it wouldn't hang out. And pictures, and like I said, only one layer of lace, no more of the extra bling and stuff. I did not want it to get out of control. It's a minute away from being crazy, but I just love bulky books. I don't know about you, but I think chunky books are awesome. So pretty much all the same music, same open to journal thing, pockets, butterflies, on and on. What I'm really just trying to do now is to show you what the paper is in the beginning and end of each signature. Here we have this one, and at the back here, the back of the book, this is super fun. Trying to keep myself in frame. I have this guy that unties, and then in here you can keep photos, ephemera, or just secret memories. This one opens out. This one opens out. And I punch them both on the edge, both all, because this one opens out. And then this one is the last one that opens. Why are you not opening it? There you go. Opens out. So this is a fun little secret place that I just think is so awesome. And like I said, and the back of the book. So, so it's a nice, big, fun book with interactive elements and all sorts of fun. And I really hope you love it. And like I said, it'll be in my shop. And I'm excited for anybody who gets this because you're going to love it and have so much fun. So, I also want to show you something else before I don't want to get confused with my, because that one's for the inside one. So we'll just put you over here for a minute. Yeah, I just want to tell you, I only have this one left of all of them. Um, I did a video, I don't know, a couple months ago. I'll put a link to that in the description box. I did a full tutorial on making this junk journal with these vintage prints on a file folder. These prints are in a museum in Britain, I think. I don't have the exact name, but it's a single signature tie on the side and a tie in the front, and it's filled with ephemera and tea-dyed pages and leftover pages from stuff and tags and booklets and tuck spots and all sorts of awesomeness. I even die cut these pockets and stuff, more sheet music, stuff and tags, and it goes on and 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 on. And this is the last one that I have. I used all the folders in the set that I got. I just wanted to let you know it was there in case you wanted it. I'll put a description, link to it in the description box too. And of course the tutorial, then you can really look through it. But I just wanted you to know, it's like, oh, only one left. My little journal, such a pretty print too. So these two, here's like the mama and the baby book, because I'm trying to make it so you could see that it's like this, like that. Right, move it out of the way, and then go like this. See, the mama, the baby. So these guys are all there, and I have a cool idea for a new junk journal, and I'm making that video now. So it's going to be a full tutorial, and when that's done, I'll be back, and I hope you're having a great summer. If you're in the opposite hemisphere, I hope your winter is good. And thank you so much for all your support and for watching and listening to me blab all the time. I really, really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being you and for being awesome, because you back there, all of you are awesome. And I will see you next time. Until then, bye.